Islamophobia not fear, but cultural racism. Let's explore its true nature and prevalence. All Muslims are not terrorists, but all terrorists are Muslims. You've heard this line. It sounds clever, but it is dangerously false. When a violent attack happens, many people and newsrooms first suspect a Muslim. This immediate suspicion is problematic. From that suspicion, a bigger picture is built. Muslim equals potential terrorist. Muslim equals threat. Most people think Islamophobia just means fear of Islam, but the reality is far more complex and widespread. The United Nations and many researchers show a much wider reality. It's not just an internal feeling. According to the UN, Islamophobia is fear, prejudice, and hatred of Muslims. It leads to harassment, threats, abuse, incitement, and violence, both online and offline. So the issue is not only what someone feels inside. The real issue is when that fear and hate turn into actions, laws, and policies against Muslims. Scholar Todd Green defines Islamophobia as fear and hostility toward Muslims and Islam. It's rooted in racism. It results in discrimination, exclusion, and violence against Muslims and those perceived as Muslim. This means it's more than religious intolerance. It is a form of cultural racism. It treats Muslims as if they are one single race, with one mindset and one kind of danger. In reality, Muslims are not a race at all. They are incredibly diverse in language, culture, and skin color. But in many Western contexts, Muslims are racialized. They are treated as one group, imagined as a collective threat that must be controlled. If one Muslim does something wrong, suspicion falls on the entire community. That is how cultural racism works. It turns an individual crime into a group identity. Now, let's revisit that earlier line, all terrorists are Muslims. History shows many major terror attacks were carried out by white supremacists, Christian-identified extremists, and other ideological groups. But media and public language often describe those attacks as mass shootings or lone wolf incidents, without linking them to religion. When the attacker is Muslim, labels like Islamic terror and jihadist appear very quickly. This creates a double standard. When you repeat this framing, audiences slowly absorb a false equation. Muslim plus repeated bomb icons equals violence. Many people say, I do not hate anyone personally. So how can I be Islamophobic? It's a common misconception. Islamophobia is not only about openly hating someone. It is also about the systems that treat Muslims as less human. When fear and suspicion spread across a society, they show up in everyday life. These are not isolated incidents. Mosques blocked or vandalized, extra questioning at airports, Muslim women stared at or insulted for wearing hijab, job and housing discrimination. Each incident may look small by itself, but together they create structural discrimination that can last for generations. The guidebook Do Muslims Scare You points out that many journalists work hard to be balanced, yet their stories are still full of stereotypes and bias. For Muslims, Islamophobia is visible everywhere. For many non-Muslims, it is almost invisible. This disparity is key. From this episode, remember 3 points. 1. Islamophobia is not just fear of a religion. It is a system of hate and discrimination. 2. It is rooted in racism, treating Muslims as one dangerous group. 3. Phrases like all terrorists are Muslims hide real facts and dehumanize ordinary Muslims. In the next episode, we will look at the roots of this problem, how empire, nationalism, and the war on terror turned Muslims into the other in global politics. Next time you see a post or a headline that judges all Muslims in one sentence, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this information or is this cultural racism? If you want more fact-based content like this, follow and share. Thank you for watching and engaging with this important topic.